So my name is April, and I found Kat through Google. I went to another facility and got my first ketamine infusion there, and it was in Maryland. They stopped doing the pain infusions, and because I have stage 4, which is terminal breast cancer, I need help with pain meds. I want to feel as normal as possible. I want to be able to play with my grandkids. So I called around to literally every single one of the ketamine places within 4 hours of my home. And I spoke to Amy. And Amy and I were on the phone for probably 30 minutes. And she was answering my questions. She was really friendly. I spoke to Doc that day for probably about 20 minutes, and he was so friendly. So I chose to come here and at least try it out. I figured, worst case scenario, I do it once and hate it, I won't come back. But I loved it, and I come back every 3 weeks now. So Kat helps with different things. They help with moods. They help with pain, which is what I'm here for. I get an infusion for 4 hours twice a week, or 2 times a week for every 3 to 4 weeks. But on top of that, I have neuropathy really bad in my legs and my feet, which means I can't feel my feet and I can't feel parts of my legs. After I get my treatment, I actually can feel for a good week or 2, which is amazing, because it's been almost 10 years since I could feel certain parts of my body, and now I can. I tell everybody about the different things. I think that it's great that, if you have bipolar, you can come here and get an hour-long infusion and it'll help with your moods. Or if you're in pain like I am because I have cancer that's in my bones, that hurts beyond anything that anybody can give me, but I actually get enough relief that I live a semi-normal life. Kat means so much to me. Everybody here is amazing. They're very sweet. They're very loving. They actually care about their patients, which is something that's not common in a doctor's office these days. The fact that I know that I can call Doc or I can call Amy anytime and they'll help me through whatever I'm going through. Meaning if I'm still in pain after I get something, they can tell me, okay, this is what we're going to do next. Or if, for example, one of my infusions, I got really sick. And Amy was in here, Dan was in here, Doc was in here. They were rubbing my back. They were holding my puke bag. They were giving me different medications to make it where I stop. So it's like a family here. And that's not something that's very common in a doctor's office. It's just not. And especially when I see all types of different doctors. I mean, I have an oncologist, I have a primary care doctor, and then I have Doc here, and I trust Doc here with my life. And there's not many doctors that I trust the way I do with Doc. The relationship between me and Kat is permanent. I plan on being here every 3 weeks for the rest of my life. I want to have as much of a normal life as I can, and even though infusions aren't normal for normal people or the average person, but for me, infusions are something that I deal with chemo or with Kat, and Kat makes it where I get to play with my grandkids. Kat makes it where I get to see my grandkids grow up and not be the one laying in bed constantly and missing all of that. So I plan on being with Kat until the day I die. Without Kat, I would be in bed, or I probably would have ended up on hospice by now. And that's not something that I'm really ready to do, but that is something that realistically would have happened. I have cancer in so many different places at this point that it hurts, and it hurts more than I can ever describe. And I would hope and pray that nobody else has to go through the pain that I go through. So with that being said, Kat gives me a quality of life that nobody else can give me.